Today on the show, we're joined by Puddle of Mudd frontman Wes Scantlin, and I had some technical difficulties with my microphone, so you're going to see me talking into a microphone, but there's going to be sound coming through the webcam. Sorry about that, but that's just how shit rolls sometimes. Anyways, here's the interview. Today on Rockfeed, we are very fortunate to be joined by Puddle of Mudd frontman Wes Scantlin. Their new album, Welcome to Galvania, is coming out this Friday the 13th. You can get it at Puddle of Mudd's official website. Wes, thank you so much for being here with us today. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. That's so good to hear. And this is your first album in about 10 years, if not more. What have you been doing these last 10 years?
Well, I've been just trying to shake the dust off of my tail, man, had to change a lot of stuff, and, playgrounds, playmates, and, and just, I've been writing and recording and, just doing whatever I had to do, man, and I'm, at this point, I'm doing great, so I ain't tripping, man,
Yeah, no doubt. You've definitely been, I guess, sober for well over a year now, maybe over 2 years, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. And I got to tell you, there were so many fans out there that were concerned about you, and you are a prime example of people who can overcome addiction-related issues, and it's just been truly inspirational. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. It's been truly inspirational to see what you've been able to go through, because I was very, very concerned as a fan of your music, and I know a lot of other people were. But obviously that is not going to define you, because you are pressing on. You guys have been playing shows. I've seen you play about a year ago, and it's one of the best shows that you guys have ever seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So this new record that's coming out this Friday that people can stream everywhere, when was this written? Were you writing this in the last couple of years, or is there older ideas? How did that work?
It's been an ongoing writing experience, collaborational stuff, and once a songwriter, always a songwriter, and you never can put down the instruments and start creating and focusing on creation of amazing music that you might be able to touch people's souls, possibly even save them from disaster, or enlighten them and bring more love to their hearts and their lives, so it was the last 9 years, whatever it is I didn't quit writing, been writing the whole darn time, man.
So, with this new album and with your music in the past as well, you've had a knack for, you can write fun songs, good time music, but you can also write really, really introspective stuff as well. And the new single, Uh-Oh, is sort of like a very in-your-face, hilarious way of saying, I mean, what else could go wrong? Was that sort of a reflection of the past?
I'll tell you what, man. Hell hath no fury, a woman scorned, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm sure every man in the world knows about it. Even women in the world know about it, and sometimes you run into the wrong crowd, and it sucks. But from negativity, you can always bring positivity and optimism and hope and joy.
That's definitely true. And being literally a rock star, I would imagine you have had your fair share of girl troubles. Is there anything in particular that you could give to people who might be aspiring musicians to maybe stay away from your share of girl problems?
You know what? Just be careful. Be very, very, very careful, and don't let anybody try to coerce you out of fear or angst to tie the knot, and it's just, that's my only advice I could give to anybody that's going to be engulfing themselves and tying the knot with somebody. I mean, whoever has more loses.
Yeah, that's most definitely true. I will. That's certainly a fact, and I will say this too. You guys playing live, you never really stopped playing live, right? Over the last decade or so. But you've got this group of guys that have been playing with you. It's been years they've been playing with you now, a good long time. They're very good musicians. How did you come to know all of those guys, and what was it about them where they were able to stick with you through all of that went on?
Yeah, they're amazing guys, and I love them to death. It's like, shoot, man, I guess when you got a good thing going on, everybody wants to cling on with their little claws. And just it's great to have a bunch of great friends and be able to play music with.
Yeah, they obviously have been with you now and stuck it out, and they're obviously also, for anyone who's seen them live, very, very talented musicians. How did you guys meet?
Tryouts,
Yeah.
and the list, it's there's certain companies that have people come along, or it's word of mouth.
Yeah, definitely. And when you get down to the point of writing a record, when you get down to the point of writing music, what does that look like for you? Is this something that happens naturally for you? Is this something that you get an idea from a personal situation in life, or are you sort of like a studio guy?
I'm more of an emotional situation, going into the whole writing process. You got to find a vibe. You gotta catch a wave of amazingness, and fortunately, I've been surrounded by people that have the same gift that I do, and I totally applaud everybody that's collaborated with me musically on this record.
Yeah. And the producer of the album, refresh my memory if you can. He's worked with bands like Disturbed, Motorhead, everything like that. What did he bring to the table in this process?
Motorhead, oh my God, yeah, Cameron, amazing guy, and stellar ninjutsu skills, and I thank him for everything, and all the patience, and the magical fairy dust.
Yeah. You were one of the last artists who came up with that crazy MTV wave, right? When they were still playing rock music on their channel.
Yeah.
And you came up with a group of amazing other musicians when rock was still, getting the sort of television attention it deserves. And you guys were initially signed by Fred Durst, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Fred has, always been a supporter of you guys. Do you guys still keep in touch?
I haven't seen him or heard from him lately, but he's a busy guy, and he's working on his projects and stuff like that. And I'll run into him sooner or later, and everything's totally cool with that guy, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, most definitely, man. He seems like such an awesome guy, and
thank you.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Thank you, dude. You rock, bro.
Yeah. So with you and your songwriting and everything that you've been through in the last few years, one of the things that I wanted to ask you is talk. Today is Suicide Prevention Day. Today it focuses a lot on mental health, and we all know that with addiction related issues and things, they can be sometimes directly associated with mental health. I don't know your situation as it pertains to that at all, but yeah. But we've lost a lot of artists to both issues, and you are someone, like I said, a wonderful example of someone who's been able to overcome that. What would you say to any artists out there, of which there are many, who have struggled or are struggling with addiction, of what worked for you personally?
Well, I'll tell you what, getting a Bible-based church, just call on God and ask God, thank God for everything that he's ever done for you, and call upon him to help you and guide your feet and your mind and everything in your soul in the right direction. I stressfully am trying to tell people to keep God first place, and he's there for you. He will always be there for you. He's been there for me, and I know he's real. And I don't want to start crying, but he saved my life, man, for real.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, man. I am so glad that you came through everything that you have been through, and you're still here making music and putting on amazing live performances. You know, the new album, Welcome to Galvania, comes out this Friday. You guys have got to pick it up. You can get it at Puddle of Mudd's official website. We've linked to that in the description of this video. You already know we got to ride hard for our rock bands out there in the world, because the mainstream media, they're not going to do it for us. We've got to go out and support these bands. has had a lot of success, the new single on the charts, man. What has that been like for you guys to just come back and almost pick up where you left off?
It's like, whoa!
Yeah. Little Ric Flair, baby.
Let's get nasty. Let's get dirty, baby. Come on.
Yeah. That's kick ass.
Everybody
you guys
messes up and everybody screws up, and you know, it's just like an anthem to screwing up, messing up, and then just figuring out how to get these psycho freaks like away from you and shit. You know,
yeah.
Like that, you know.
You were you someone who maybe felt like you had a lot of people around you that were maybe trying to take advantage of you, or that were crazy freaks during that time?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm still kind of sort of in hiding, you know, from lurkers, as I was beginning. By a record label executive said, stay away from the lurkers, because they're just users, lurkers, whatever word you want to use. You know, they're just deceptive people, and they really just only want disaster for you. So get rid of
social climbers.
Stay with your family. Stay with your family. Family's
Bro, that could not be any better advice. That is such good advice, man. Family comes first. I got to tell you, man, I am so happy for you. I cannot even put this into words. You are really a testament to somebody who can come through very, very dark times and make it out better on the other end, man. I am so stoked that you guys have this record coming out. You guys are playing live. What does the rest of the year look like for you guys on tour right now?
We're going to be touring, and I'm going to keep writing and collaborating with other artists, other musicians, even, you know, artists, you know. You know, just it ain't going to be 9-10 years this time for the next record. That's for dark.
That's great news, man. That is great news. Wes, thank you so much for joining us today, brother. The album, again, Welcome to Galvania, this Friday. Get it on their website, in the description of this video now. Do not wait. Let's put up big first week numbers for this band, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, Wes. We really appreciate it, brother.
Thank you so much, man. You are awesome.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Ciao, buddy.
See ya.